So yeah, if you start to find yourself being drained when you're helping a friend, and that's when you need to say to yourself, do you know what, I'm not actually helping this person, it's not making any changes to this person, and just be there for them, be their rock, just listen to them, because when you give guidance, when you give advice, you're using your energy, and really, I always say, if you haven't got the energy to give, then, you know, it's like a blood donor without any blood. You know, you're not actually helping that person. Anyway, that's my opinion. It doesn't necessarily mean it's everybody's opinion, but that's my opinion. So when you're working with spirit, or when you're working as a spiritual medium, we are sensitives. We are, you know, we're very aware of energy, and we're very aware of emotion, and we, you know, as a sensitive, you do pick up on things. You pick up on people's emotion. You know, that situation where you could be with somebody and you just don't feel right. Something's not right about this person. You're not drawn to them, and you just want to get away from them. And often that's your sixth sense, your intuitive nature that's picking up something about that person. We've all been there, and those sort of people, sometimes best to avoid them, really. Anyway, today's been quite eventful up to now. I'm looking forward to my psychic party night in, I think it's Wellingborough where I'm going tonight, so I'm quite looking forward to that. I always enjoy my psychic party nights, because one of the nice things about it is they always make you feel so welcome. They give you a cup of tea or a glass of wine, and they give you some food, and, you know, and you're getting paid for it as well, and all you're doing is having a good time and a laugh, because those people that know me as a medium, they do know, or hopefully know, that I work with humour, and I love to make people laugh. Not every spiritist church in the past was pleased with my style, but that's my style, and I'm not changing it, because I always say laughter is the best medicine, and when you've had a good laugh, you know, you can see life in a much more positive way. Right, so 10 minutes to go till we pick up my friend Anthony. God knows where his motorbike is. I'm hoping it's not been taken by the police and put in some sort of holding place where he's got to pay to release it. I hope it's not. That's not happened. So we'll find out in a minute anyway. Typical day in the life of a spiritual medium. So getting back to what I do, I love what I do. I love helping people. I love making them laugh, and I love healing people. I don't do so much healing these days as I used to, even though I've still got the ability. I think spirit sort of put me in a different direction, and this is something that I get used to with the spirit world. They do open new doors for you, but they also close doors for you as well. So if you are a spiritual medium, or you're just one of these people that's a sensitive, don't be surprised if your pathway gets changed and you're suddenly put in a different direction. Just accept that's you being guided, and that's you being used. They're putting you in a different situation. Maybe it's just to help you develop and grow as a spiritual person. I don't know, but I just go with whatever's put in front of me now. But getting back to this video channel, YouTube, if you want to find my stuff, you have to be specific when you put in the search engine what you're looking for. So one of the things, if you want to find me, put in Mediumship Workshop Part 1 or Mediumship Workshop Part 2, or put in Adem at Capturing Spiritist Church, things like that, and you'll go directly to my YouTube channel. The first time I started up a YouTube channel, I got kicked straight off, and it was very hard for me to set up another one. I had to change my Google account, I had to change my email to set up a new channel, but finally I'm up and running again. So basically, I think they're trying to tell me, don't break the rules, be responsible what you put on there. And I think what happened is I put on an evening of clairvoyance that maybe I'd put on a bit of music. I think I put on a bit of music which may have been copyrighted, and as you know, if you put something on that's got copyright on it, you're breaking the rules really, and you can get fined. So they kicked me straight off again. So I'm back on it anyway, running, and the purpose of my YouTube channel is to look at all aspects of my work in my life, and also my partner Angie's work as well as a psychic and spiritual medium. Is to focus on both of what we do, and just to show you also that we're just normal people. We're not we're not weirdos. We're quite balanced. We're sensitive. Yeah, we have our problems just the same as everybody else, but we're not obsessed by this. This is a job for us. It's a passion. It's an occupation. But one thing I will say to people that are interested in this sort of thing: keep a balance. Don't make it your whole life. It can be very addictive. It can be amazingly fascinating, but it can also overtake your life. Remember, the spirit world will not solve every problem for you. You have to solve your own problems in life. They will guide you. They will help you. But if you don't help yourself, they won't make it easy for you. And you'll find also, this is quite common, that when you get through one dilemma in life, they seem to just throw another one at you, which I've now realised is about helping me, or helping us to grow spiritually. I was talking earlier on about the cycle. This year is the cycle year. I call 2016 the year of the cycle, the circle, I should say, because, we've all been in that situation where we feel like we've been here before, especially with like relationships. I deal with a lot of people, especially ladies, who seem to find themselves coming out of one relationship and going into another one, and finding themselves exactly in the same place as they were before. And I often say to them, it's the old saying, isn't it? You went out of the frying pan into the fire. You need to have time on your own, and you need to learn to love yourself and grow till you're stronger to go into a relationship. And because the reason a lot of people stay, I've discovered this, the reason a lot of people stay in unhealthy relationships is because they basically don't want to be on their own. So it's better than nothing. It's the old saying, better the devil you know. But and I probably was much the same myself. It's better to have somebody than nobody, but it isn't, especially when you've got children involved, because those children are being influenced to all the stuff that's going on in that relationship, and it will then affect their relationships, and they'll make negative choices in the future. So sometimes if you can't think of yourself, think of your children. Have time to yourself. And even if you're in a relationship and things are not going brilliantly, start to find some time for yourself. Take up new hobbies, new interests, so you're not totally dependent on the person that you're with. So try and develop some independence. And even though you might have this fear of abandonment, and don't listen to that. Listen to your head and face your fear, and find your own individuality in life, because a relationship based on need will never work. That's why I was always taught in the early years, a relationship based on need will never work. And listen to that. It's like two trees growing side by side. They're both standing side by side, but they're both individual, and the branches are not linked into each other. So if you're feeling that way, or you're feeling a little bit controlled, but you don't want to leave the person you're with, then start focusing on doing things for yourself and new interests. I'm going to answer this phone, by the way.